Here are the top 25 destinations to visit, so get ready to embark on an adventure like no other. From bustling metropolises to quiet seaside villages, from breathtaking natural wonders to important historical sites, this diverse nation offers experiences that will blow your mind. You'll travel from coast to coast, taking you through diverse environments and vibrant cities. You'll be surrounded by the unsurpassed beauty the United States has to offer, from the towering peaks of the Rockies to the sun-drenched beaches of the Florida Keys, from the stunning canyons of the Southwest to the lush forests of the Pacific Northwest. Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying, "I subscribed." We will try to personally reply to your comment. Here is a list of the most popular travel destinations in the United States. 25. Crater Lake in Oregon. When one first sees Crater Lake in Oregon, one is struck by its extreme beauty and wonder. The caldera, formed thousands of years ago by the fall of a volcano, is filled with intense blue water. Revered by the Klamath tribe, the lake is the deepest lake in the United States at 1,949 feet, as evidenced by its striking blue hue. Come here for sledding, snowshoeing, snowboarding and skiing. Hiking, biking, swimming, and boating are all summer vacation options for those looking for outdoor activities in the warm weather. In addition, it has one of the 10 darkest horizons in the country, with views of thousands of stars, the Milky Way, planets, and moons. In addition to its outstanding accolades, this world-renowned destination is home to several natural phenomena, making it the jewel of the Rogue Valley and one of Oregon's greatest wonders. In addition to the world-famous Oregon Shakespeare Festival, the breathtaking Rogue River, Oregon's caves and wineries, and an abundance of chocolatiers and cheesemakers, Crater Lake is located in southern Oregon. 24. Niagara Falls. Located on the border between the United States and Canada, Niagara Falls is one of North America's most breathtaking natural wonders. Niagara Falls is the oldest state park in the United States. In 1 second, 3,160 tons of water falls on Niagara Falls. 75,750 gallons of water per second to be exact. A boat trip is one of the best ways to truly experience the thunder and splash of water. Even in the dead of winter, the icy scenery can still amaze you. It is especially impressive at night. The waterfall is illuminated by a kaleidoscope of lights every night all year round. Watch fireworks over the falls throughout the summer and on certain occasions like Canada Day or USA Day. Numerous endangered species in New York State, including the American bald eagle, peregrine falcon, and lake sturgeon, depend on Niagara River ecosystems. There are 14 unusual plant species in the Niagara River Gorge, some of which are endangered. There's no better place to see this than Niagara Falls State Park, where tons of great places and activities await your exploration. Put on a poncho and ride the Virgin of the Mist past the falls, or visit the Cave of the Winds in the Niagara Gorge to experience the power of water from the deck of the Hurricane. 23. Miami. If luxury nightclubs and celebrity yachts aren't your thing, Miami has more. Each of the different communities that make up the vibrant metropolis has its own history and culture. Savor the fine cuisine of Little Havana, explore the unique art of Wynwood, and enjoy the Art Deco architecture of South Beach. It serves as a global hub for popular entertainment in performing arts, fashion, music, film and television. Numerous cruise companies have their home ports and offices in the Port of Miami, a city recognized as having the largest number of cruise ships in the world. South Beach's stylish nightlife is complemented by a quirky Art Deco district. The caffeinated excitement of Little Havana and the hustle and bustle of Calle Ocho. Coral Gables' historic hideaways and Miami Beach's luxury hotels. Today's huge retail centers seem to offer unlimited shopping options, while family-owned businesses in Coconut Grove and many other parts of the area offer relaxed, personal service. Miami is divided into several districts, which are conventionally divided into North, South, West and Downtown. Miami's distinction is due to the fact that Julia Tuttle, a wealthy Cleveland native and local citrus grower, was the only woman to build a major American metropolis. 22. White Sands National Landmark. Located in south-central New Mexico, White Sands National Monument is the world's largest gypsum dune deposit. The Tularosa Basin, an interior drained valley in the northern Chihuahuan Desert, is home to an area of brilliant white dunes. White Sands National Monument is one of the most surreal and breathtaking landscapes in the country. Gypsum crystals make up the desert terrain, and the special composition of the sand allows you to walk barefoot even in the hottest hours of the day. The world's largest gypsum dune field was formed when massive sloping sand dunes made of gypsum covered 275 square miles of desert. The most active dunes in this dune field migrate northeast at a rate of up to 30 feet per year, while the more stable sandy sections move very little. These unique dunes are made of pure gypsum or hydrous calcium sulfate, which originates from a transitional lake or playa with a high concentration of minerals in the western part of the monument. Gypsum is actually a transparent material. The dunes acquire a white color due to the continuous collision between the gypsum granules. White spots are caused by sunlight reflecting off scratches. 21. Las Vegas. To outsiders and locals alike, Las Vegas needs no introduction, but its attractions go far beyond its Sin City image. In addition to famous nightclubs and casinos, you can enjoy family-friendly Cirque du Soleil shows and resorts suitable for all ages. As an example, Mandalay Bay has a lazy river, a tidal pool and its own aquarium. After you've had your fill of victories and performances, head to one of the city's many amusement parks for an exhilarating adrenaline rush. There is more to Las Vegas than just luxury entertainment. The area has a thriving arts sector with several top-notch museums and galleries. The Mafia Museum, the Pinball Hall of Fame, and the Las Vegas Museum of Natural History are points of interest. The Grand Canyon and other stunning stretches of untamed wilderness can be seen outside of the city. Visit the nearby Red Rock Canyon National Forest for hiking, biking, and rock climbing to escape the bright lights. The three main economic sectors of Las Vegas are conventions, gambling, and tourism. As a result, service sectors related to the economy also grew. Two of the largest Fortune 500 companies in the world, MGM Mirage and Harrah's Entertainment, are located in Las Vegas. 20. Sedona. Sedona's iconic red rocks will literally take your breath away. The impressive red rocks will amaze you, and you will even feel the energy that makes this place famous. Simply put, Sedona is like no other place on earth. Native Americans still consider Sedona a place of healing and spiritual rebirth, and it is still considered sacred. Sedona is a special place that almost everyone knows about. It is ideally located at the mouth of the scenic Oak Creek Canyon. The environment of this popular village is as beautiful as many other national parks, with its riparian areas of Oak Creek Canyon and spectacular red cliffs. Founded in 1988, the city of Sedona is a leading destination for tourism, recreation, resorts, and the arts in Arizona. It used to be a small farming village off the main road, but the film industry helped spread the word about its exceptional natural beauty across the country. Even now, TV shows and commercials are still filmed in the deserted landscapes around the city, attracting more than 3 million visitors annually. 19. Lake Tahoe. As it lay there, with the shadows of the mountains vividly photographed on its still surface, I thought that it was surely the most beautiful picture that the whole earth could present. Mark Twain said in 1871 of this alpine lake surrounded by granite. One of the most beautiful places on earth is Lake Tahoe, which is 1,897 meters above sea level and is located in the spectacular Sierra Nevada mountain range on the border of California and Nevada. This year-round natural gem offers an incredible highland experience, complemented by great outdoor activities and breathtaking views. In some places, objects can be seen over 70 feet deep in Lake Tahoe due to its exceptional transparency. One explanation for this is that 40% of the precipitation in the Lake Tahoe basin falls on the lake itself. The remaining sludge is filtered by meadows and marshes, which act as effective water filters. The only people who lived in Lake Tahoe for many thousands of years were Native American tribes. According to artifacts, the Washoe Native American tribe lived in Lake Tahoe more than 10,000 years ago. 18. Honolulu. The most populous city of the state and the capital of the Hawaiian Islands is Honolulu. The name Honolulu translates from Hawaiian as Protected Bay, and thanks to its natural harbor, the city has become an important point of entry into the country, a popular tourist destination and a center of military defense and international trade. This multicultural hotspot offers a wide variety of historic sites, international cuisine, world-class shopping, and a thriving arts, culture and entertainment scene. It is also a cosmopolitan metropolis. Honolulu has it all, from great restaurants, live music, and the vibrant nightlife of Waikiki to art galleries and the diverse international cuisine of Chinatown. Today, 7.6 million people visit the islands each year, and Honolulu is the main point of entry to Hawaii. Honolulu has a wide variety of outdoor activities to suit all tastes. Honolulu is a city that brings history to life, allowing you to appreciate its past with landmarks like the Bold Diamond Head and the solemn Pearl Harbor Memorial. Visitors can immerse themselves in the rich local culture and customs by attending the various events and festivals held in the city, such as the Floating Lantern Festival. 17. Seattle. Sometimes called the Emerald City, Seattle is known for its green neighborhoods, sweeping views of the Olympic and Cascade Mountains, and scenic rivers. Typical Seattle neighborhoods are well-maintained single-family homes and townhouses populated by professionals, academics, industrial workers, and that special class of tech workers, which the author Douglas Copeland called microslaves. Communities are quite prosperous, but not ostentatious. One of the best places in the U.S. to enjoy breathtaking views of the Pacific Northwest is Seattle. Home to the world's first Starbucks, quirky shops, and an abundance of fresh fruit, Pike's Place is a must-see for anyone who loves public markets. Despite the city's reputation as a financial and business center, its residents highly value literature, art, sports, and other cultural pursuits. As can be seen from the city's numerous public art installations, multi-story bookstores, spacious arenas, several museums and galleries. The Duwamish River, which was largely dredged and straightened in the early 20th century to build the Duwamish Industrial Canal, created the clay banks and coastal lowlands that make up Seattle's waterfront, as well as small streams. 16. Kauai. Known as the Garden Island, Kauai is the oldest and one of the best places to visit in the United States. It fascinates with its wonderful landscape and rich flora. Adventure seekers will find hiking, kayaking, surfing and scuba diving among the exciting activities available on Kauai, making it a destination that offers a wide range of experiences for all types of people. One popular destination for water sports is Hanalei Bay. These beaches are probably the largest in all of Hawaii, along with the coastlines that form a crescent. The south side of Kauai is well known for its abundance of sunshine, especially during the rainy winter months. Among Kauai's stunning sights, the Nepalese coast is the jewel in the crown, with steep sea cliffs rising 3,000 feet above sea level and striking a stark contrast to the deep valleys that descend majestically to the sea. You can also experience an amazing helicopter flight during which you will be mesmerized by the sweeping panoramas of Nepal's untamed valleys and cliffs. Alternatively, you can take a boat trip, kayak around the waterways to see the scenery, or take a scenic walk to save money. 15. St. Anthony. St. Anthony is a very unique place that encompasses over 10,000 acres of breathtaking farm dunes. It is also one of the best places in the U.S., especially for nature lovers looking for an exciting experience. Enjoy exciting activities that offer endless fun such as sandboarding and sand sledding. Off-road enthusiasts often visit this region, even though most of the sand dunes are used as animal study sites. Western racers are drawn to the dunes, which can be as high as 400 feet. It is strongly recommended that ORV users refrain from damaging the surrounding vegetation and wildlife in order to preserve the area for future use. In addition to accommodation for thrill seekers, St. Anthony also allows camping and overnight stays. There are several campsites in the region, so you can spend time in a magical environment and create precious moments under the sky. For those who love animals and stunning surroundings, St. Anthony is a real paradise. It is one of the best places to visit in the U.S. because of the interplay between the environment and the animals that make it truly unique. 14. Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the U.S., especially if you enjoy exploring the magical outdoors. It feels like you've stepped into a great painting in this stunning Arizona canyon. The breathtaking hues and shapes that greet you as soon as you enter Antelope Canyon will amaze you. Sandstone that has been polished and twisted to resemble frozen waves forms the walls of the canyon. The fascinating dance of light and shadow is created by sunlight breaking through small slits. A Navajo legend about antelope grazing along Antelope Canyon during the winter months gave rise to the canyon's name. Although considered a single canyon, Antelope Canyon is actually made up of two separate canyons, Lower Antelope, also known as Corkscrew, and Upper Antelope, also known as Crack. Both are incredibly gorgeous and have their own geographic features. The higher area offers visitors the famous rays of light of the canyon. The water that flowed down the banks of the canyon for a long time formed its characteristic relief. When you go down the canyon, you get the impression that you have entered a secret universe. As you explore, you can touch the cool, smooth rock as the walls loom above you. It's like being in a huge natural labyrinth with surprises at every corner. 13. California. California is one of the best U.S. states to visit and explore. You'll be amazed at the sheer number of things this West Coast city has to offer. Nearly 20,000 years ago, people from Asia crossed the Bering Strait to reach California. The Indian tribes of California lived in peaceful family clans with minimal governmental organization, separated from each other by the state's mountain ranges and deserts. Disneyland is one of the most popular tourist destinations in California. This is a fantastic theme park where you can ride exciting rides, see amazing parades and interact with your favorite Disney characters. You can make happy memories with your loved ones in this paradise where dreams come true. A trip to Yosemite National Park is a must if you love the outdoors and adventure. With its majestic waterfalls, meadows and towering mountains, this park is truly magnificent. You can camp outside under the starry night sky, go hiking and watch animals like deer and bears. Here you can feel the miracle of nature and establish a connection with it. 12. Fairbanks. Fairbanks is the golden heart of Alaska, spanning from base camp to Denali National Park and Preserve, the interior, and the Arctic. With just over 100,000 residents, the Fairbanks area is Alaska's second largest population. Local residents, rich in natural resources, have grown a bustling river city far to the north. Where else can you travel to such an isolated location and still have access to all the amenities of a thriving arts community, a quaint downtown, rich Native American culture, authentic Alaskan entertainment and attractions, and plenty of opportunities to explore? Located at 65 degrees north latitude, Fairbanks is well known for its midnight sun, perpetual sunsets and sunrises, and the northern lights. Subarctic summer is a time of growth and activity, with the summer sun shining for up to 24 hours a day during the midnight sun season, which runs from April 22nd to August 20th. In fact, Fairbanks has 70 consecutive days of daylight from mid-May to mid-July. 11. Steamboat Springs. Steamboat Springs has 3 lakes, a unique combination of mountains and valleys, and a river that runs right through the center of town, making it the perfect place for almost any summer activity. Go hiking on one of the many trails, swapping your wheels for hiking shoes. The stunning scenery is a unifying factor for everyone, whether they are walking at home with the family or traveling through challenging terrain. Steamboats are pleasant both on land and on water. A steamboat ride on the Yampa River is a must-do experience as it runs right through town. Of course, its gold medal waters attract anglers from all over Colorado and beyond. Explore the breathtakingly beautiful waters of Pearl Lake and Steamboat Lake State Parks. Downtown Steamboat Springs celebrates its agricultural heritage with its famous monthly rodeo, antique shops, and a food scene that elevates local food to the next level. The first French hunters, who thought they heard steamboats rumbling down the Yampa River, named the area Steamboat Springs. Although the term stuck, these were actually urban hot springs. One of the largest and most popular resorts in the state is Steamboat Ski Resort. Steamboat Ski Area has nearly 3,000 acres of skiing, as well as alpine and night skiing. The town also offers skiing at Colorado's oldest continuously operating ski slope, Howelson Hill. 10. Finger Lakes. The 14 counties that make up the Finger Lakes region welcome millions of visitors each year for the region's many wineries and breweries, summer and winter activities, or simply to enjoy the breathtaking scenery. Many others also call this region home. There's always something new to explore and discover, whether it's an event, festival or activity, all year round, whatever the season. For those who love the outdoors and want to spend some quiet time with potential wildlife encounters, Canadas Lake is a great option. Since Lake Canadas is undeveloped, guests can enjoy hiking in the scenic area or go on lake tours. Canadas, a lake in southwestern Ontario County, is sometimes called Long Lake, but at 3 miles long and a maximum depth of 95 feet, it is really the smallest of the Finger Lakes. There are 11 lakes in the Finger Lakes region that are classified as important lakes. Other smaller lakes can be found near Wineta, Lamoke, and Cook. According to geologists, the Finger Lakes were formed during the Pleistocene Ice Age, about 2 million years ago. Soil and rock were pushed southward as glaciers slid across the region, creating deep depressions in the soil. The glaciers retreated and the ice gradually evaporated, leaving behind the Finger Lakes, which are now dry shale valleys. 9. Newport. Featuring exquisite Gilded Age architecture, Newport is located right on the bay on Aquidneck Island. It's the perfect destination for an East Coast getaway, offering miles of beaches, breathtaking art and sailing options. Millions of travelers visit Newport, the state's most popular resort and tourist destination, each year to swim, attend special events, and explore the town's mansions and other attractions. Due to the popularity of the city, a large amount of private capital has been invested in restaurants, hotels, timeshares and retail establishments. One of the largest collections of colonial houses in the country is located in Newport. Many of these buildings have been converted into bed and breakfasts, allowing guests to stay and learn about Newport's rich history. In addition to its famous mansions, Newport also offers tourists great shopping, seaside resorts and a variety of dining options, from traditional diners to steakhouses and seafood restaurants. Surrounded by water on all sides, it was the summer retreat of some of the wealthiest people in the country, who built Newport's famous mansions. The oldest typewriter in the country is located in Newport and is housed in the Newport Historical Society's Brick Market Museum. The city's Trinity Church, which is still standing, has the only 3-tier wine pulpit in the country. 8. Mammoth Cave National Park. The longest cave system in the world can be found in Mammoth Cave National Park, making it a historic site. Vibrations from the underground walls carved thousands of years ago reverberate through the caves. Crystallized forms release water. And yet bats fly in cool air. A different universe exists near Kentucky. The rolling hills of south-central Kentucky, the cave system and part of the Green River Valley are all preserved by Mammoth Cave National Park. Hiking, camping, and horseback riding are just a few of the enjoyable activities you can do while visiting this stunning wilderness region. The 10-mile cave tours are one of the park's main attractions. In order to protect this area, in 1926 a group of private individuals founded the National Mammoth Cave Area Association. The mammoth does not use bright lighting to decorate its underground environment. You will always remember that you are underground. You won't find a better lesson in the wonders of light and total darkness anywhere else. 7. Door District. Door County, Wisconsin is often referred to as the Cape Cod of the Midwest for its charming coastal villages, unique shops, fish and chips, apple and cherry orchards, and beautiful scenery. With more than 300 miles of coastline of towering limestone cliffs and pristine beaches, the Door Peninsula offers breathtaking waterfront views with the seas of Green Bay and Lake Michigan on one side and Lake Michigan on the other. Kayakers will be treated to views of lighthouses, engraved rock symbols of Native Americans and weathered 1,000-year-old caves. Peninsula State Park has trails for biking and hiking. Adventurers looking for fun can head to the gravity trails in Fish Creek for biking, kayaking, and ziplining. Some of Door County's most scenic spots, such as Newport State Park, the Mink River Estuary and Sand Bay Beach, are accessible from the 50-acre property. Traveling on a two-wheeled Segway personal transporter is another exciting way to explore Door County's breathtaking landscape. Cruise through Peninsula State Park, taking in views of the lighthouses along Rustic Road near Bailey's Harbor. 6. Black Hills. The Black Hills are located in northeastern Wyoming and western South Dakota. They consist of characteristic caves, dark blue lakes, flowing streams, wide meadows, as well as canyons and gorges. The Lakota phrase Paha Sapa means Black Hills, which is where the name Black Hills comes from. These pine-covered hills rise several thousand feet above the surrounding plain, giving the impression of darkness from a distance. In fact, depending on the time of day, the Black Hills are made up of different tones of green, red, gray, brown and gold. They have a traditional granite gray hue when the sun rises and the trees don't provide shade, but when the sun sets, you'll notice they take on orange and even purple hues. Mount Rushmore, located in the Black Hills near Keystone, South Dakota, is definitely one of the most famous places in the entire country. In addition to Mount Rushmore, there are several other faces on the stone. Crazy Horse Memorial, another Black Hills monster blasted with dynamite and intricate engravings, is located between Custer and Hill City, about 27 miles from Mount Rushmore. It has been under construction since 1948. 5. Brainerd. Along the Mississippi River in central Minnesota is the city of Brainerd. Known as Minnesota Vacationland, the neighboring communities of Baxter and Brainerd have long been associated with Paul Bunyan. Located in the heart of the Brainerd Lakes region, the towns of Brainerd and Baxter offer easy access to several lakes, golf courses and miles of bike paths. Downriver near Raven's Wing, a landowner made a poor choice that led to the creation of Brainerd. The Northern Pacific Railroad originally intended to close the Mississippi at Crow's Wing to build a route through the region. But because Clem Beaulieu believed the railroad was lying about building elsewhere, he demanded too much money for his land. Brainerd was taken out of the woods, literally. In 1878, a tourist was fascinated by the sight of tall pine trees surrounded by wooden houses, most of which were painted white. Crow Wing State Park, with its miles of hiking trails along the Mississippi River and forests of meadows, pines, and hardwoods, is another gem. In addition, the park protects and interprets the location of the once thriving community of Crow's Wing. 4. Grand Canyon National Park. Imagine the Grand Canyon without people. There is only a calm river at the bottom of the gorge, the wind, and the walls of kaleidoscopic colored canyons. To the Native Americans who inhabited the Grand Canyon 12,000 years ago, and to the Spanish explorers who witnessed the rift in the 16th century, this is how it must have looked. Today, Grand Canyon National Park welcomes more than 6 million visitors each year for visitor centers, mule rides, rail, helicopter, and other experiences. The most isolated canyon overlook on the North Rim, Toroeep Overlook, is difficult for the faint of heart, but it actually provides a unique experience. At the edge of the observation deck there is nothing but air. The largest rapid on the Colorado River is 3,000 feet below. Black cinder cones and ancient lava flows serve as relics of the period when the canyon was formed as a result of a volcanic eruption. Even the observation deck is difficult to get to. 3. Amarillo. Amarillo, Texas is a special place rich in history, located where the southern plains and the desert meet. Working western ranches and a booming 21st century economy combine to create Amarillo and the neighboring Panhandle, a unique blend of two American eras. Amarillo is the perfect place to blend old and modern Texas traditions. Amarillo has a long history of ranching, and the city has a strong appreciation for American quarter horses, as evidenced by its annual festivals and attractions. Visit the American Quarter Horse Hall of Fame and Museum and immerse yourself in equestrian history. The Modern Museum welcomes both newcomers and connoisseurs with its interactive exhibits, artworks, and archives. Attend annual events like the WRCA World Ranch Championship Rodeo, the World Mounted Cowboy Shooting Championship and the Coors Cowboy Club Livestock Race to see professional cowboys in action. The vast open spaces of Palo Duro Canyon State Park, home to the nation's second-largest canyon, dominate the bustling streets of Amarillo. Take a Jeep tour from Palo Duro Creek Ranch or ride horses with Western cowboys and girls and explore the spectacular canyon. 2. A large prismatic source. The magnificent Prismatic Spring is the third largest hot spring in the world and the largest in Yellowstone. Since it has the shades of a light prism, it was called prismatic. Millions of tiny creatures known as thermophiles, thermo means warm, phil, meaning lover, is indeed represented by shades. Only high temperatures allow these creatures to survive until the temperature becomes unbearable for them. Which species can live and Therefore, which colors we perceive depends on the temperature. The deep blue waters of the hot spring are surrounded by bright orange, yellow and green stripes. The dark blue core of a hot spring indicates that it is too hot for any life to exist. The water cools as it moves to the edges and leaves the hot spring, changing color from green to yellow to orange to red to brown. Despite its small size, Yellowstone's Midway Geyser Basin is quite powerful. Visit Excelsior Geyser, the huge geyser crater, turquoise pool, and opal pool in addition to the Grand Prismatic Spring. You can get up close by crossing the Firehole River and walking along the short promenade that winds through the thermal region. Be careful staying along the boardwalk. 1. Washington. The U.S. Capitol is filled with powerful corridors, huge museums and famous sites. But if you look closely, you'll notice one of the country's most diverse artistic and cultural landscapes. The impressive diversity of Washington, D.C. will amaze first-time visitors. Alternatively, you can opt for a more casual trip to Washington that includes visits to iconic sites such as the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, the U.S. Capitol, the White House, and the Washington Monument. And a walk along the tidal basin is the best way to get to know historic Washington. The district, as the locals call it, is somewhat small and has distinct regions that are easy to explore on foot, by bike, by taxi or subway. The surrounding area of Shaw, with its thriving bars and restaurants, has benefited from the redevelopment of the street's corridor of restaurants, shops and entertainment. However, those looking for excitement and thrills will find plenty to do in Washington. Watch NHL, NFL, MLB or NBA games. See the Kennedy Center musical. See a wonderful zoo or enjoy gourmet food with an international flavor. Friends, I hope you enjoyed my story about the best places in the USA. If you want to know more interesting facts and travel stories, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Press the bell to get notified about new videos. If you enjoyed this video, you should also check out our list of the best places to visit in Italy. Thank you for your attention, and see you again on my channel.